Hey everyone, we are halfway through our first box of Edgar Rice Burroughs and the World Legends Kickstarter Overpower. For those of you who missed the first half of the box, our biggest pulls were our foil Professor Moriarty, foil Count of Monte Cristo, we had a Time Traveler foil stack, and a Sun Wukong foil stack. So we opened 36 packs. There are 36 packs left. Not gonna lie, I thought there were only 32 packs in the boxes, so maybe I just got lucky and this is a rare box with 36, but hopefully everyone's comes with 36. All right, our first pull, we have a Dracula character stack. And looks like next up is Tarzan. And getting into our uncommons, we have a Tarkus special, Leonidas special, 8 Any Power, a Teamwork, and Joan of Arc Alt Art. Not gonna lie, this is probably my least favorite art in the whole set so far. All of the other art I'm loving, but not a big fan of this one so far. All right, let's start pack number 20. And starting off with a Merlin character stack. And that is awesome. So Merlin followed by a foil Merlin character stack. I literally am just watching Doug Sims wrap up his video talking about a foil Merlin tonight. So that is awesome. Pulling one just after watching somebody talk about that. These look so cool in foil. Let's go ahead and put that over here with our rares. All right, any character, teamwork, 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 and the triple Merlin pack. The Merlin character stats, Merlin character stack, foil Merlin character stack, and the foil Merlin alter art. That is crazy. That is the all Merlin pack right there. All right, next up, starting off with a Billy the Kid. And a Zeus stack. I think that's my first Zeus. All right, and we have an any character, 3 multi, 4 multi, Sheriff of Nottingham, and a King Arthur. next pack, starting with a Victory Harbin. I feel like I saw a flash of foil in there. We get a foil stack. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Looks like just a Zorro. And into our uncommons, Teamwork, Lancelot, Teamwork, and I guess I was wrong about that foil. Just a Morgan Le Fay alt art. All right, starting this next pack off with a Deja Thoris. Into a Robin Hood. And our uncommons, we have Teamwork, Jane Porter, Ra, Merlin, and Angry Mob Industrial Age. All right, last pack in this pile. So it looks like then we're gonna have 12 more after this one. Lucky number 13. Starting off with a Hercules. And a Dr. Watson. Into our uncommons here, we have our 6 Any Power Teamwork, Strength Teamwork, Mr. Hyde, Energy Teamwork, and a Sherlock Holmes alt art. So no foil on that lucky number 13 pack. Let's start on the left. Alright, it looks like we have a Cthulhu to start this pack off. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that was foil for a second there. That looks so cool. Looks like we have a Zeus foil character stack. That's going over here with the rares. All right, so getting into the uncommons, we have some Any characters, our Aspect, Angry Mob, and a Dracula alt art. That looks really cool. I have not seen that alt art yet. Now I'm really hoping we pull that Dracula alt art in foil. All right, next pack, starting off with a Headless Horseman. I gave away Professor Moriarty there. And into our uncommons here, oops, almost put in my aspect with my character stacks. We have a Carson of Venus, a Cthulhu special, Sun Wukong, and a Carson of Venus alt art. Down to 10 packs. Starting this one off with Angry Mob Modern Age. So it looks like all of the Angry Mobs start off with the same first 4 cards, and then the 5th is specific to Modern Industrial, or I forget the 3rd one, so hopefully we'll see that later. Next up, Sherlock Holmes. And in the uncommon slots, we have an Any Character, Teamwork, Billy the Kid special, and oh, that looks really cool, our Raw alt art. So we are 3/4 of the way through the box. We have 9 packs left, and we are starting that off with a Korak. Next up, we have a Mr. Hyde. In our uncommons, we have Mina Harker, Sun Wukong Teamwork, Sun Wukong Special, and a John Carter of Mars alt art. Starting off this next pack with a Jane Porter character stack. And then we have Zeus again. Already seen Zeus, so let's go through him quickly. Dracula in the uncommons with Anubis, Teamwork, our 6 Any Power, and is that a foil? No, it's just our Billy the Kid alt art. Not disappointing. It looks really cool. Just hoping to hit some foils in these last few packs. All right, we are down to 7 more packs from this box. And Cthulhu off the top. We have John Carter of Mars. And into the uncommons, Zorro, Morgan Le Fay, John Carter of Mars. Oop, that looks like a shiny card. A nice foil 4 multi. And in the rare, Sheriff of Nottingham alt art. All right, down to 6. Starting off with Ra. And Victory Harbin. Into the uncommons, looks like an Angry Mob Industrial Age, Poseidon, Victory Harbin, Van Helsing, and Anubis alt art. That looks awesome too. I'm hoping we pull that one in foil later. All right, starting off with a Mina Harker. We have seen her before. Let's go through quickly. A Sun Wukong. Saw him in foil in our first pack, or our first video with the first half of the box. And into the uncommons, we have some Teamworks and any character, 5 multi, and our Hercules alt art. All right, 4 more packs. Leonidas off the top. And next up, we have a Tars Tarkus. Right, and Angry Mob Modern Age, Teamwork, our 10 multi any character, Barsoom location card, and in our rare slot we have a Tarzan alt. All right, last 3 packs. Another Sun Wukong, just saw him a few minutes ago. Zoro, and we have an Anubis, a Tarzan, Asclepion location, and let's see, oh, I thought that was going to be our rare, but we have a Teamwork first. And our rare this time is a Cthulhu alt art. That looks really cool. All right, last 2 packs. Let's get at least one more foil. Let's go with this Sun Wukong. I feel like there's a foil in this one. What do we think? Angry Mob Industrial Age. That is not a foil. And then we have Sheriff of Nottingham. All right. So our uncommons: Teamwork, Captain Nemo, Deja Thoris, Teamwork, and in the rare slot, a Tarzan alt. That's cool. I'm guessing that is the ultra rare or the more rare of the Tarzan, since I haven't seen less of this version. All right, last pack of box number 1. Let's see what we got. There we go. Angry Mob Middle Ages. That was the one I was forgetting. It's Middle, Industrial, and Modern. So as I said, first 4 specials are the same as all of the Angry Mobs, and then we have our middle-aged specific. Followed up by Mina Harker. Seen her a few times. Right, so our energy teamwork. Hercules special. Teamwork, Wicked Witch, and Wicked Witch alt art. So no foils in those last few packs. But I feel like that box was great overall. Just a quick flip through of our best hits. We had our Zeus foils character stack. Merlin alt art foil. Merlin alt art character stack, or Merlin foil character stack, excuse me. Our Time Traveler foil character stack. Sun Wukong foil character stack. Monte Cristo, Professor Moriarty foils. I have a tough time with that one. So we wound up with 3 of the rare alt art foils in this box and 4 of the foil character stacks overall, in addition to this big pile over here of alt arts. All right, everyone, hope you enjoyed that. I have one more box to go through. I may open this in another video. I'll think about that one. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you all later.